So it's the 5th of January 2009, and I haven't made an entry in about a week, so I'm just going to catch up here on the events for the past week. One second. I've basically been updating my, spent a number of hours updating my, one of my software product I've got called File Sync Force, just adding some extra features, mainly for my own use, I guess, and for my customers, I guess, if they need it too. One second. New Year's Eve was pretty cool, I guess. Hung out with Donna.
Right, that low.
That works. Okay.
That low, it's gonna work.
Right, this is me and Donna doing what we do mostly during our spare time. Patty cake. Here we go. Yay! Yay! Ah, it's gonna be hot! Yay! Okay. The next morning, I went to a Mason Shriner event to get a glimpse of a Mason and a Shriner, and I actually got more. They want you to get drunk. I actually got more drunk there than I did the previous night, New Year's Eve. So it was. I guess I want to see if you're going to be a happy drunk or an unhappy one. So I guess that's the idea behind, testing out your drunkenness to them. But it was fun. I healed a few people while I was there. Some people were telling me some stories, and I can't remember exactly who and when, but see, I'm not sure that it actually stays very long without getting some kind of confirmation of some sort. And I'm trying to get people to pay me for this, whether it be just a small amount of money. But it would help to get, some kind of confirmation, like here's $50 for stopping my wife or healing my wife's cancer, something to that effect. Otherwise, it doesn't appear like it's sticking very long. It might stick for a week or two, and then it kind of goes away. So it'd be nice to get some kind of confirmation of this stuff. A few weeks back, what was it, Lloyd, not Lloyd, but somebody at the Covenant Church, I gave him a new eye, and I haven't seen Lloyd since that point. I'm not sure that new eye is going to stay very long unless somebody kind of gives me some confirmation that it's happening, so other than the fact that they seem to disappear. People seem to go away for a while because they're too freaked out or something, and then it seems like the inkling is that they want more. Well, I just don't think it sticks very long, people, when this stuff happens. So but it sure would help for my pocketbook and my family situation if I could get paid for this. Back to the Mason Shriner thing. There's this guy named John, and I was talking about an unhappy drunk. There's this guy named John, and he's hilarious. He's hilarious to watch, because it's like he's kind of an idiot when he gets drunk, and he's doing some outrageous stuff to full-blown Shriners. Unzipping his, pretending to unzip his flying for, this is, this when he's making innuendo. I mean, he's telling innuendo about what they do for Shriners, Oh goodness, oh. And then it was funny later. He's gonna buy me a drink, so he whips out his tickets, and he's got State Fair tickets instead of normal Shriner tickets, and I just thought that was funny. He thought I did that. He thought I switched him on him, so he's pretty mad at me. He ended up going home because I was bugging him too much, I guess. I think he went home because of me, because I was just bothering him too much. I think he I was just trying to get into his head a little bit, to see, see what he seems to go to work, I think, like this in the state where he's drunk a lot, and I was just trying to figure out how he does that. When I have trouble working and I just say that I'm Jesus or something, somehow he's got a good career and I've got none. So, anyways, that's about. John ended up going home early because of me, I guess. So, 1 second. Vikings sucked it up in their playoff game. It's hard to believe that they're actually a playoff team with the way they were playing 10-6, and yet the way they played, it's kind of like they weren't in the playoffs ever. Bummer. They should let me play for them. I've emailed them telling them to let me play, for quarterback, some sort, to. It'd be fun. It'd be a fun time, but they don't call me back. Back to the healing. Yeah, I've healed some people at this Creekside lunch or dinner Creekside dinner that I attend, and again, these people they disappear as well. I would sure like to get some kind of confirmation that this is happening so that I can get paid for it. That'd be nice. And it's just 1 second. Played some poker at Nison's on the previous Tuesday, and there's this lady, Christina, and pretty hot, but she's got a low cut shirt on, so she's kind of showing some cleavage, and well, she didn't know me evidently, but I just make mention of the fact that I appreciate her cleavage, and I was asking her, do guys like that? I was trying to find out trying to spark a conversation about her boobs, and she just kind of like steps back. Oh my God, I'm not used to anybody. She says, I'm not used to anybody, anybody saying stuff like this. And then I introduced myself, well, that's me. This is what I do. And a little bit later, she's buttoning up her shirt. I say, hey, you didn't have to do that, She's like, hey, she says, you're making a jerk out of yourself. And I'm like, what? I'm like, you're embarrassing yourself. I'm like, I'm not embarrassed. And she's getting ready to. She makes mention of some innuendo about telling management about me. I'm like, say what? She didn't repeat it, and I'm like, I'm like, this is like not cool, She's got wonderful cleavage, and I'm trying to address it and trying to compliment her, and somehow this is taken to some kind of offense. And it got better. I think she kind of understood where I was coming from. In fact, she may even like me. Maybe I don't know exactly know, but I don't know if that's a result of that or I don't know. She seemed like a nice lady that I just wanted to compliment her on her cleavage, and somehow it turned into I'm some kind of problem child. I don't know. People need to lighten up with their sexuality. That's what she was there to gain attraction. So I just wanted to get into her mind a little bit and talk about her sexuality a little bit. But my goodness sakes, it's like it's okay for her to act that way, but for her to talk about it, it's like, oh my God, I'm a virgin now. I can't talk about this stuff. I got to go back to class 101 for sexuality. But I don't know. It seemed like she everything was cool after that, but it got better. Anyway, it's so as though she was interested in me or something. I'm not sure if that was at the start or what, but I was just trying to be friendly, and it's taken wrong sometimes. Like a day or two later, I'm at the grocery store and I'm like talking to an employee there, a lady, and she's like, I'm like, so is this where you go to find ladies at a grocery store? And she goes, well, I don't really get much. I don't think many people would get much success here, but if you want, I can make an announcement over the PA, and I thought that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, it's a lady. I said, you know, lady with sense of humor. That's great. And I think she maybe thought I was sarcastic because I couldn't find her. She didn't want to give me her name, and she like took out. It's almost as though having a sense of humor is some kind of crime, and I have to figure out maybe a way to project that I'm seriously impressed that she has a sense of humor, you know. And but so that's. Anyways, it seems like people just take it the wrong way sometimes when I'm trying to compliment them. So, one second. And I just went to Creekside for dinner, and it just appears as though they're unhappy with me. And I'm not sure if they're seeing this video, but and then not happy with me. But I don't know that they're the church organization, or church is kind of running this thing. So, be shocked if they find me as some kind of problem child, you know.